Well, we're now at the post-harvest on our property in Perry County, Central PA, and behind me is what you see really a result of a pretty aggressive timber cut. This particular piece, this 30-acre section, was cut harder for a purpose. But at the same token, this area was in the worst shape and overall poor forest health. While much of the property experienced a 60% reduction in forest canopy, this 30-acre section saw a 90% removal. Much of the timber went to pulpwood, and it consisted mostly of birch. But this is also where we had a large density of striped maple, tree of heaven, and hay-scented fir. And so this is why this part of the property was a good candidate for the Golden-Winged Warbler Program. To get started, let's talk about the Golden-Winged Warbler. This bird spends winters in Central and South America, migrates north for breeding and nesting. Breeding grounds can be anywhere from the upper Midwest to here in the Appalachian Mountains. The warblers use young forests for nesting habitat, which is something that is lacking across the predominantly privately owned forests in the Appalachian Mountains. Since the 1960s, the Golden-Winged Warbler has experienced a 60% decline in population, so there is an effort to promote an increase by promoting young forest habitat, which is why you see what many would consider almost a clear cut. Now, the timber you see standing is a combination of red oak, chestnut oak, there's some poplar, hickory, a few sugar maples, believe it or not, and some white pines. Now this goes to show just how much birch and striped maple was in this section of the property. So I was looking for guidance and possible assistance from NRCS, and this is how I learned of the Golden-Winged Warbler Program. This program provides financial assistance for private landowners who want to create young forest habitat. Now, not only is this important for the golden-winged warblers, but many other songbirds and animal species. So what was once poor habitat, low quality stand will now be converted into a healthier, young, really food forest and nesting habitat for wildlife. Now, our agreement with NRCS involves 4 parts, which is what I was working on last spring and summer. Removing invasive plants. That was the stiltgrass and fir. The second was removing woody vegetation, which was the striped maple. The third leg was the timber harvest, and now we're on the 4th and final leg, the follow-up spot treatment. There are deadlines for this multi-year agreement, but it really wasn't a problem to get these tasks completed in a designated time. This is where the financial assistance also comes in handy. I handled the herbicide treatment myself. So it was nice to have the chemicals, the sprayer, and other tools covered. I could have outsourced the spray treatments, and there are companies that do spray programs and spray treatments. So right now I'm on the last leg of the agreement. I still need to accomplish any follow-up spot treatment. For example, the stiltgrass that you see behind me, perhaps some striped maple or fern that still may be around. So my overall goal was to turn this particular section of the mountain around and improve the forest health and diversity of hardwood regeneration. My goals were similar to the goals of the Golden-Winged Warbler Program, so it was nice to work together to make this happen.